Hello! You're watching Michael's Basement Review. Brought to you by GeekMontreal.com. Good evening, one and all. Today, I didn't have any time to go and pick up my comic books on Wednesday. Truth be known, I think I have a root canal and I am in a tremendous amount of pain. I've been popping so many painkillers. My tooth is in just fucking agony. Anyway, I got an appointment August 2nd. I'll try to pick up comic books next week. It doesn't look good because I'm very busy, but I'll definitely pick them up on Friday or Saturday, and I'll do a bonus show then. But I'll do another show on Wednesday. And the reason why I'm doing this show is because The reason why I'm doing this vlog, or whatever you want to call it, is because I haven't done them for such a long time, and I figured if you guys didn't see the next week's episode or whatever the hell it's called, you'd probably think, oh, he's not doing it anymore. So I am committed to vlogging once a week for whoever wants to listen to me rant. Now, what I decided to do was just go through a couple of my favorite trade and paperbacks and some new ones that are out. This one, the first one I'm going to go through is Local. It's by Brian Wood and Ryan Kelly, and it's published by Omni Press. It is a huge, huge book, and it's not that expensive. It's only $30. So for all this, $30, tabarnak en Christ, c'est un bon deal, ça. It's basically about a girl, and it goes through different periods of time in her life. Starts from youngest to oldest. And, you know, sometimes it's just a very well-driven character book, and it's very entertaining. It's relatable. There's no superpowers about it. It's very drama-esque, you know. It's a tale of just people, and sometimes they can get into really, really bizarre situations. I enjoyed it immensely. I don't think it's for everybody. If you just like superhero comic books, then do not pick this up. You won't like it so much. But if you are a fan of well-driven character fictional work, then you will like this. And it's quite realistic, you know, and it's very relatable because it shows how people are, and people are either good or bad or both, and that's life, man. You just gotta wade through it. And what else do we have on the next? This is hands down one of my favorite books. It's pretty much The Lion King, but made for adults. It's based on a true story from an animal perspective. The animals can communicate with each other, and we follow the tale of three lions who were living in the zoo of Baghdad, and they escaped because the Americans bombed Baghdad, and the lions got out of the zoo and went through the town of Baghdad, and it's really based on a true story. This actually happened. I cried at the end. I'm man enough to admit it. But, you know, it's funny. When I tell people that I cried at the end of the book, they're expecting something really sad, and they don't cry. But when I don't tell them, they shed a tear. I didn't cry. I didn't cry. I just, you know, I had a little watery eyes. That's all. But it's a really good book, and I never got so emotionally attached to a group of characters. It was hands down the saddest ending of any comic book I read. This is just effing cool, man. I got the hardbacks on this. It's Lock and Key. I can't really describe it to you. Well, I can, but it would take a while. All I can say, this is probably, I'm looking look at the top of my head. This is probably hands down one of my other favorite comic books to read. I get so excited when the new trade or the new hardback is out. It's gory. It's an extremely gory book. But that's not what the gore, when it happens, it's really hardcore, but it doesn't happen all the time. It's about a family that has to move back to their father's house, to the husband's house, because he just got recently savagely murdered, and now they're dealing with this. And the house that they moved into was the husband slash father's childhood house when he grew up, and it has all these mystical and magical elements to it. and they have these magical keys that unlock certain doors. Now the door is not always a door, and it's I think it's the best description I could give to you. It may not sound like your cup of tea, but this is definitely a phenomenal read. The art in here, holy smokes! Gabriel Rodriguez. Let me just try to find a cool page. I can't really find anything that cool, but I love it. It's the most fun art. Ooh, I know what I can do. If you just bear with me, folks. I'm so excited. Wait. You know what? This is not going as planned. Maybe I should have had this a little bit more prepared instead of just ranting on the fly. But I'll get you a good cover book. This is probably hands down the coolest cover I've ever. Whoops. I love this cover right there. Anyway, it's great art, and the writer is Joe Hill, which I think is a pen name. I do believe he is the son of Stephen King, who's writing this comic book. So check it out. And something new, Fantastic Four, the run by Hickman and Eaglesham that's currently still being done. I read a single issue of it, and I didn't like it that much. I mean, it's not to say that I didn't like it, but it wasn't worth putting down some hard-earned cash for that. But I have to say, reading the trades back to back, it is a lot of fun. It's very reminiscent of classic Fantastic Four stories. Sometimes Reed Richard goes on his high horse a little bit, and which is cool to think. Sometimes he's an enjoyable character, and sometimes he's just a little too smart for his own damn good. And I think that's well told. So anyway, if you don't have those books, those are really highly recommended, especially Pride of Baghdad. If anything, out of all those books, I recommend that you pick that one up. That is a phenomenal read. If you haven't read it, run to the comic book store and pick up a copy. And if they don't have it, burn the fucking place down. Burn it down. Anyway, have a good night. Peace.